Hello everybody, welcome to another exciting video by Marcus. Okay, now, today we're going to talk about the top 5 greatest rock guitar players of all time. And I think that you couldn't agree more with the list that I'm about to show you. Now, before we begin, I just want to say I want to give some honorable mentions that did not make the list but are worthy of potentially the top 5, which I totally think that they could be, but and I'll give my justifications when I show you the list. But before we begin, the honorable mentions are Ted Nugent, and like I said, these are not in any particular order why they're honorable mentions, but honestly, Ted Nugent, he's one of the greatest guitar players ever. It was really hard to pick between him and some of the guitarists that I'm going to show you on the list. And another honorable mention, George Harrison, Stevie Ray Vaughan. And Stevie Ray Vaughan, I mean, if he had lived long enough, he could have probably taken the title from Hendrix. Um, and as far as as far as um, guitarists are concerned, I think um, that you could easily make the argument for George Harrison, because I mean, look at some of the guitar stuff that he did with the Beatles. And he was, now I'm not sure what songs he played the guitar riffs on, but I'm pretty sure that he was lead guitar. I could be wrong on that, so don't quote me on that. But I really think that he, if it is him, that is, I think that he did a very good job on Day Tripper doing the guitar riff there, and doing the guitar riff on um, his solo song. Um, I got my mind on you. I mean, he's a very talented guy. Don't get me wrong, and I'm sure he did a lot of great things in his career. And rest in peace, Georgie. We miss you, but he is one heck of a guitar player. I'll give him that. And the last honorable mention I wanted to add on this list um, is, in my opinion, probably one of the most underlooked guitar players out there, and that is the stylings of Prince. Um, Prince played the guitar and he played it pretty good, and Prince is another um, artist who accomplished a lot in a short amount of time, and he gave us great acts such as The Revolution and The New Power Generation. And because of that, he's provided generations with exciting music. And so, and all I'm going to say is rest in peace, Prince. And for those of you who um, are huge fans of George Harrison and Prince, I'll give you a couple of seconds here to um, of silence to remember them. Okay, we're back. So here is the top 5 list, and number 5 is Angus Young from AC/DC. If you listen to the guitar riff on Who Made Who, just outstanding. Let's not forget about Hell's Bells and a few other songs. I mean, just outstanding guitar play by him. Jeff Beck, I haven't really heard much of his music, but he's a pretty good guitar player, and through. I'll tell you right now. Number 3, Eric Clapton. insane guitar riffs when he was with the band Cream, the little known band Blind Faith that he had, and the Yardbirds and stuff, and Derek and the Dominoes. Just some amazing stuff. Even his solo stuff is just insane. And a song that I would like to reference here is by Eric Clapton. Was when he was this time with Cream, and the song is called "Sunshine of Your Love." I just love that guitar riff on there. And before we get to number two, I just want to say number one and number two can be interchangeable because both of these men, well, start with a J, and it's funny is their name is the same but spelled differently, and they have different last names. But I'm going to say it in the order that I feel like it should be said, and I just want to say both of these men are just are guitar-aholics, and they are just ridiculous with their guitar riffs, and I think that they're pretty badass. So I'm just saying, I think they're pretty badass. So, and if you get the chance, I'll reference a couple songs here, and you can see hear for yourself what I mean. Um, but number two, Jimmy Page. You might remember Jimmy Page from Led Zeppelin, and you might know him for solo. But he was also in the band Yardbirds with Eric Clapton, and but you didn't know that Jimmy Page and Eric Clapton were in a band together. Well, that is true, and but Jimmy Page, if you want to hear insane guitar, like some of the best guitar riffs you ever heard, play the song "Ramble On" by Led Zeppelin. Just ridiculous. Okay, and for number one, drum roll, please. Number one is Jimi Hendrix, and he's part of the 27 Club. And for those of you who do not know what the 27 Club is, the 27 Club is a group of people or celebrities that have died at the age of 27. But Jimi Hendrix has, um, he has, um, Jimi Hendrix has conducted a lot of good. Actually, let me rephrase that. He has implemented a lot of great sound into his music in such a little time. He had an outstanding career in such a little time. And Jimi Hendrix, rest in peace, buddy. He played at the first ever Woodstock, or just Woodstock if you want to be technical. He played at night in front of a crowd of 200 people, but you know that to him that was important to him. So um, if you ever hear the song Easy Rider by Jimi Hendrix or the song Purple Haze, you'll see what I'm talking about when I say he's got some great guitar riffs. Or his version of All Around the Watchtower, which Bob Dylan also does. But that concludes the top five list for greatest guitar players of all time. Now later on, I'm going to be doing a video on the greatest drummers of all time. And for those of you who are not familiar with the whole concept of that, um, I just want to throw out there that the drummers are a huge part of the rock band because they hold the beat together. They're like the glue. They're like the foundation. They're like the foundation. They're like the foundation of the band. You know what I'm saying? They're like the glue. They're like the foundation. And so, yeah, that's pretty much um, all I gotta say in that regard. So, if you like this video, please subscribe to my channel. I'll have other great videos out there that I'm sure that you'll like. So, have a great so good. Thank you. Good night, and See you around soon.